Now like to invite to the podium Mr. Dilip Hanumara from Trigyn Technologies. Can we welcome sir with a round of applause?
Dear esteemed guests, my dear colleagues, good morning. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be here with you. I'll take a second to introduce ourselves. The easiest way to know Trigyn Technologies is through our work. 2 years ago, I would have said we're the team that developed 𝗗𝗶𝗴𝗶𝗶, but today we have a few more to that list. 𝗗𝗶𝗴𝗶𝗶 is now being translated into 𝗖IN, which is a universal immunization platform. And if we have to do this again, and which we are doing now as part of 𝗖IN, it's going to be a lot more forward-looking, meaning it's going to be proactive within the framework of the policies. Things are going to be driven a little more with the data, with the AI. And then we also developed and maintained Portion Tracker. This is the tracking the nutrition for the midday meals, and also now we're starting to build in for pregnant women and newborn kids. The beauty of this is also integrated with our other platform called 𝗖𝗄𝗃𝗃. That's the K-12 education platform as well as the teachers education platform. And some of these are interrelated, and there's a recognition today that the data need to be moved seamlessly between these things. And APIs make it a lot more easier. And then we've recently launched at the end of March a platform called eMigrate for the Ministry of External Affairs. This is the platform that foreign employers use to hire Indian workers, the immigration check required workers from about 100+ countries. I think this is something we're talking to, including Telangana, several states, to how to integrate to the state employment portals and skilling portals. And then we're also being part of developing 𝗖𝗏, which is a skill platform for the youth of the country, as well as LOCOS, which is an operating system for the 10+ million self-help groups, accounting to more than 100 million women. There's a small anecdote on 𝗗𝗶𝗴𝗶𝗶 I would like to say, bringing up some of the conversations that have been happening, even though it's been like 3 years now. During the development, it was a very fast development. We rolled it out phase 1 in about 3.5 months. I used to have daily meetings with the team. But then once the platform got launched, the whole atmosphere with the development team shifted. What happened is we developed this remotely. 𝗗𝗶𝗴𝗶𝗶 has been developed from people sitting in about 17 states. They're going out to their community, they're helping their families, they're helping their neighbors register on 𝗗𝗶𝗴𝗶𝗶 and get vaccinated. That created a forward momentum, a positive momentum, where they're all getting engaged. Now the developers of the platform are getting live feedback from their families and their communities. So that inherently helped the platform to get better. Every day the conversation shifted from like, there is a bug, there is that, there is this, to, hey, this is what our community is facing. Can we build in? Is the others experiencing the same thing? So with everything that's been said, right, so if you engage with that community, and the digital is the beauty thing, right, the digital plus AI, and with the data, solid data at the background, the engagement, the experimentation, the learnings with the community, and bringing the community as part of the development process, I think will change, will create a paradigm shift. You know, as we got exposure to some of these nationwide platforms, and also as we look at what's been currently going on, some of the things that are coming out, you know, we look at it from what you call as systems thinking, right? Evolution is systems thinking. A lot of things that happen on the planet are systems thinking. And when we look at the you know, different societal sections, if you look at the bottom section, there's a good part which is still need more help than ever, right? And I think there is a broad recognition of it. Universal income is a global concept. You know, developing countries are experimenting with it, but in India, it's been part of it. We just call it with different terms. And now, you know, as technology is coming into these spaces more and more, now you're asking the question, even though the schemes are in different departments, how can it be consolidated and delivered in a proactive manner? If it's a policy, it's a law, why do somebody has to come and apply for it? Why can't you use the data? Why can't you use the AI and proactively deliver to this, right? And you have the technology for it. And Of course, the data becomes critical with all of these. And then there is also a matter of equity in here, right? I think studies across the globe over and over have shown that educating a girl is educating a village. And there is a focus that need to go on some of these equity aspects as well. And then if you go to the second section, that's a big section that's driving the consumer economy. A big part of the GDP is going that way. What do they need? They're all striving for better quality of life. They want better jobs. They want to move up the ladder. Continuous learning, continuous reskilling with the newer technologies. And some of these, a lot of people in this section now aspire to become entrepreneurs, right? And then, as you go up, then you have, these are the owners of the capital. They're rewarded well. They're always looking for opportunities, starting new businesses, creating employment. They're looking for clarity in policy. They're looking for clarity in terms of regulation. And when you look at all of these today, and I think a good part of you in the room are part of these services today, thank you all for the recognition, and more technology enablement AI is going to drive some of these services. And if you step out a little bit and then look at what's happening across the globe, including in India, right? Biotechnology is evolving extremely fast. Therapeutics and individual medicine is taking a life of its own. I was reading yesterday that there are blood tests that detects cancers. The vaccinations that are being tested for cancer. With microplastics in every one of our bloodstreams and every living bloodstreams, cancer is one of the biggest epidemics that's going to hit across the globe. And there's a recognition for it. And then if you go on the other side, the energy sources. We just heard about the amount of energy that these data centers consume and the evolution in the technology of storage. And then the carbon capture from an environment perspective. And then electrical vehicles are starting to get cheaper, and you're starting to see a big part of them. All of these need talent, right? And then if you look at even the current needs, World Health Organization predicts that the globe needs about 10 million frontline healthcare workers by 2030. And the same amount of numbers are being thrown around for quality educators, right? And today, I think the one country that can meet these demands is India. A prepared India is a prepared world. Let's come to the moment right now. We're shifting from summer to monsoon. Every summer, the heat, the temperatures are increasing by a few degrees, right? And we know with studies over and over again that a canopy, that under the tree, the temperatures are 5 to 7 degrees lower than on a direct sunlight. Look at the monsoon. Every year, during monsoon, there's a downpour with the intensity what we have not seen before in a short time. The earth cannot suck it all at once. And we live in concrete jungles these days, so that there's floods. With the data, with the AI, with the amount of intelligence that's actually present, can you think of maybe we can make the geospatial data available to the local communities, create innovative challenges for the local communities to come up with a plan to find out, using these maps, using these data, analytical solutions for the inlets for the underwater rivers. Can we use the communities and the technology with some innovative mindset for them to come up with a local solution to divert the flood water into the underlying aquifers? Recently, a teacher said to me, if we teach science and mathematics the way kids learn cricket, cricket is engaging, cricket is practical, cricket is fun, that India will be a country full of innovators and full of ideas. But think the other way around. If we start making them learn cricket the way we teach them science and mathematics today, nobody will play cricket in the country. So, digital enablement today is a well-recognized fact. AI is just on the horizon. There's a long way to go. Electricity for the first 50 years is said to be used only for the light bulb. Today, we cannot imagine life without electricity. I think with compute, with AI, you'll see the same thing. With that context, I wish you all an idea-filled day with a little bit of fun in it. Thank you.